Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back, and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have two brand spanking new CIVIVIs. Actually, I'll probably show you three before it's over with, but I hope you're excited to see these. I am. I'm going to get right in these bad boys, and tell me, are you having a really good day? Is your day getting any bit better now that you're hearing the annoying voice of Beez Blades? Look at this. We're going to check out the NeuroHaptic, and then we're going to check out this one. But listen, I've been having a lot of fun every Friday night. Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. That's where we talk about all of the knives and gear that you've seen on the channel. It's a 4-hour live stream every Friday night. Make sure you hit notifications right next to where you subscribe. Oh, this knife's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And that way you'll get notified before the live stream. Because, well, you know, if anything, if you just want to try to win a knife, you can do that. Because we give away knives and gear and everything else like that. That's an extra fun thing. But this is the CIVIVI NeuroHaptic. Would you look at it? I mean, just look at it and all of its neurohapticness. Where are these names coming from? Look at this. Oh, that is really nice G10. Let me get you in there for a little bit of texture vision. Everybody loves a little bit of texture vision, right? And it looks like we have, oh yes, we do have a pretty deep carry clip, and you have a lanyard spot back here, and I imagine this would probably double as a glass breaker or a, what do you call that, a persuader? I think I've heard it called a persuader. So you're going to have just a little bit sticking out of your pocket, not a whole lot. And what is this? Ooh, a fuller. Does that mean we have multiple deployments? So this is a button lock. So you're going to be able to open it. Oh, wait. Look at that. Excellent jimping on the flipper. Oh yeah, nice grabby jimping. So you can use that, you can use the button, and I'm guessing we're gonna be able to use this fuller. We're gonna check that out here in just a second. Did I show you everything? I think I did. It has a captive pivot with caged ceramic ball bearings. Let's get this blade out. Ready? Pow, right in the kisser. Oh my goodness, look at that. There's, you know, it's hard to get a black blade with a green handle or with an OD green. OD, by the way, means olive drab. But just in case you didn't know, an OD green with black, just wow. Now this is kind of the tactical look. Oh my goodness, that is nice looking. And what is the blade on this? The blade is Nitro V. Nitro V blade steel, baby. And ooh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, CIVIVI, just like normal, 9.5 times out of 10, you're gonna get fantastic jimping, just like this. Tick, 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 tick. Oh my goodness gracious, let's see how it feels. So no wibbly wobbly left or right, up or down, and are we centered? Yes, the blade is centered. Wow, this is a sweet looking knife. Let's do a quick size comparison because I know I have a couple knives here, so I'm not gonna take forever. From tip to tip, this bad boy's 8.85 inches long, 225 millimeters. Your blade length's 3.74 inches, 94.9 millimeters, and your close length's 5.12 inches, 130 millimeters. And by the way, there's 4 different variants of this, and at some point they will flash across your screen so you can see the different options that are out there. This right here is, see, I like the green and black. This is the CIVIVI Elementum 2 button lock, and then this is the newest version of the CJRB Pyrite. So if you have either one of those, yeah, wow, this looks pretty darn cool. It gives me the tactical vibes. And here's a couple other CIVIVIs with the tactical vibe, and here's a challenge for you. Without looking it up, without going to Google, I want you to tell me, what are these two CIVIVI knives? And if you get the answer right in the comments, you never know when on the live stream, I might just pick your name and you might win yourself a knife or 2 or 3 or 4. So I'm going to go on and get to the Hergos. My hand's 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here. And from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. And oh yeah, handle for days. No hot spots at all. Feels very nice. They did a good job. Nice big chamfer along the side right here that meets up with the liners. So, ooh, yeah, very comfortable. Extremely comfortable. Aggressive jimping. My goodness, that is aggressive. And if you're gonna hold it like this for a little bit of swink, that's comfortable too. So I have zero, and I mean zero nitpicks about the handle. Usually I try to be a little nitpicky about the handle, you know, about how does it feel, the general hand feel. The pocket clip, I could tell it's there. Let's see, if I'm pushing a little bit, I could just kind of feel that pocket clip. It's not really hateful. I would say maybe a warm spottish because I can tell it's there. But, oh yeah, this is pretty darn cool. Now, let's see, it's a button lock. Let's see how the operation is. And there's 3 different versions. You can get this one, which is this stonewash? This might be a PVD coating. I mean, I can't quite tell. That's why you go to the description, because I can't list every single thing about the knife, right? But you can also get, it's either a stonewash or a satin, and then they have the Damascus blade. And like I said, there's 4 different kinds. So the action on it, has a pretty good detent. I can bounce it out if I get too zesty with it, but that flipper tab, oh my goodness, it's nice and aggressive. Can I reverse flick it? Oh yeah, reverse flick it on this is easy. I can get my middle finger in there and give it a swing, swing. So if you like to fidget, you've got all the fidgetness factors, whether you like to use the button or a fuller or that flipper, you're good to go. So this is pretty sweet. Nitro V G10, very nice. I like it. I don't really have any big complaints. Now let's get the other one. And in true fashion of what most of us knife collectors do with our knives is open up other knives. I kid you not. I mean, opening up knives, open up Amazon packages. You know, most of us that are collectors of knives, we have certain ones we use for certain things. And the other ones, we get the knives because we enjoy them. We like the new features. We like the new looks. We sell, oh wow, this knife's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be too. This is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's what she said. This is the CIVIVI Photonics. Would you look at it? I mean, just look at it and all of its photonicsness. And you know what? What they did with this G10 makes this look like micarta. I would almost swear that is micarta, but it's listed as G10, and I'll take their word for it because wow. Wow, look at that. Look at all the texture. We got to get you a little bit of texture vision just so you can try to experience what I'm feeling. And let's see what's it going to feel like underneath the pocket clip. So I like what they did here. They give us a bunch of texture here and a bunch of texture here, but where the pocket clip's going to hit, that is more smooth, so that's not going to tear up your pocket. I appreciate it. Oh yes, very nice. So we have, oh, look at this. We have a deep carry reversible clip that's inset into the scales. I like it. 3 little holes there. Some people don't like 3 little holes, but you know, I don't think that's bad. Good jimping, just like always with CIVIVI. Excellent jimp. And let's see this blade. Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. This reminds me of my favorite Wii knife. I'm going to grab it real quick. This is my most carried Wii knife, and this blade reminds me of it, except for this one is bigger. This is the Wii Equivoc. And see how it has this flat right here? They both have that flat. I really do appreciate how my thumb sits on that flat, and it gives me a really good platform for push cuts. Okay, all right. Oh my goodness, this thing is pretty cool. From tip to tip, it's 8.92 inches long. It's almost a 9-inch knife. It's 222.6 millimeters. Your blade length is 3.7 inches, 94 millimeters. Your close length is 5.22 inches, 133 millimeters. So it is not a small knife at all. If you like larger knives or you have a larger hand, I think this is going to be right up your schmally. And here is the QSP Penguin and the CIVIVI Elementum 2 button lock. Yeah, see what I'm talking about here? These are like medium size, everyday carry. This is for big hands or people that want a big knife. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's got some sizeage to it. Let's see. I'm grabbing a couple more here to put up real quick. Here is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Look at that. Size comparison. Let me put it down here. Show you 2 different angles. Look at that. Compared to the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, that's no joke at all. And let's do a Spidey sandwich. There's the Spyderco Para 3. Look at that. Wow. I know Splitting Slices would like this knife because this is a big knife. By the way, go and check out Splitting Slices on YouTube. He's a very cool dude. Now, this knife comes in at 4.8 ounces, which is very impressive for the size. It feels so lightweight because it's spread out over 9 inches, so it does not feel like a heavy knife. Let's see, the lockup's right in the middle, and the blade is centered, and the action. Very good action, adequate pass through, and not really pass through. Your liner is sticking up here and it has a little bit of that milling going on. So it's easy to disengage. It's not hurtful on my thumb. I mean, you do have to push. You have to give it a little bit of dedication. You have to push your thumb in there just a little bit. It's not bad, but it's more than, say, the super smooth. This would be like kind of in the medium category. It's not difficult at all. I personally wouldn't mind if that was a little more aggressive. So there's less pushing and more just kind of swiping to the side. But that is drop shutty. Absolutely smooth. You know the size of my hand. Another big knife. So 2 big knives by CIVIVI. Look at that. Look how much is sticking out. Now, one thing for me, this dude right here, this humpity hump is it's not conducive to my hand. Just putting 2 fingers up here, it's kind of forcing them in there. Now, if I held my hand down here like that, it kind of works, but this for me is kind of humpity hump in my middle finger. It's like, where do I put my hand? It's less natural. That's all going to be depending on the size of your hand. Now, if you have big sausage fingers, if you have a big old chunky finger in comparison with mine, I wouldn't call mine chunky or skinny. They're kind of in the middle. Maybe you have a big finger and that's going to fill your hand out. That you might like that. That might really work for you. Now, it's not hateful. Let's see. If I'm pushing down, yeah, I mean, I can't say it's bad, but this right here for me is a warm spot just because of its placement and the size of my hand. So I can't say that's a bad thing. It's just an observation for you to know, depending on the size of your hand. So if you have really tiny hands, you might be able to swing. Or if you have giant hands, like, this might be a 4-finger knife. But I like to keep that relative. That's why I give you the size of my hand. I tell you things like that because, you're trying to figure out whether you like this knife or whether you want to get this knife, right? Or if you want to get this one, my goodness, this is 2 pretty cool knives and they are big boys. And there are 4 different versions of this one. You have the all blacked out, and then you have the green, and then you have the dark green. And you know what? They actually do have a canvas micarta. And you know what? Now that I'm looking, I was correct. This is micarta. I saw G10 over on my screen over there, and I was like, I could be wrong, but if I had to bet $1, I'd bet $1 that was G10. This is micarta. I mean, you can't tell. It just has that look of micarta, and I was like, I'm just going to go off of what it says over there, but they have a G10 one that looks just like this. Looks like it has the same texture. So, yeah. So if you were screaming at the screen saying, dude, that is not G10, well, I'll stand corrected any day. It feels fantastic. And I thought they had me fooled. It's micarta. But they also have the Gaborsha wood with the fancy looking blade. And you know what? I have to say, the Damascus blades that I've experienced from CIVIVI, they all work very well. They sharpen up very well. And it's not the cheap Damascus that you get ads for on Instagram. It's the real deal. It's really good stuff. So let me know what you think about the Neurohaptic or the Photonics, 2 very cool large knives. And then go watch this video or go watch that video. You'll like them both. And until I see you again on the lives or the chats or the Hive stream, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.